What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Comic Cave. This week we've got the Sewer Boys 2 is coming, and the Kickstarter is about to drop. Everybody go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Erwin Papa.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel Osoyo.
I'm Raymar Brunson.
Hello, Mayan Gill.
I'm Neil Ewing.
And somewhere on your screen is Philip McVan.
Who?
Your audio's up.
So we got Sewer Boys 2 dropping. Erwin, give us a hit us with where this came from.
I'll hit you up. 1, 2, and 3 in the place to be. It's Erwin PP. Sewer Boys 2 coming out next month. The Kickstarter, 136 pages, 60 artists, full color. We are covering this time the Mutant Island story from 1975, which many have claimed to be the start of the Bronze Age of comic books. We love comics. It's all your favorite mutants in this story. I don't want to say what it is, but I'm pretty sure you can figure out what it is, because what it is and what it was. 136 pages. The story is told almost
Testing.
twice. There you go. We got you. It's told almost twice, and then we also have a very nice, lengthy pinup section as well,
hmm
including with the pinup section. But inside the stories sections are almost like two mini galleries covering page 1 and page 14, and to that extent, a little bit of page 25 and page 29. And we'll be offering some add-ons. Well, every physical order will be coming with a sticker by Bob Kirthy, a bookmark featuring the corner box art of Phil McVan, and on the other side of the bookmark is the title logo. What else do we? Oh yeah, Kimo Batista's screen print, only limited to 10 prints. That measures at 11 by 12 and a half. And then an idea that came from Nathaniel Soyo. We're also offering trading cards, random trading cards by a bunch of some of us artists. The list is Nathaniel Soyo, Philip McVan, Bob Kirthy, Mike Castro, Randy Murray, and Bill McAvoy will be drawing some cards. That's an add-on item, and it'll also be offered as an early bird item, where if you get the early bird, I think the early bird is limited as well. But if you get the early bird, you'll get a randomly inserted trading card.
Yeah, so anybody who's tuning in that loves original art and likes to make sure that something funds back the Kickstarter as soon as you can, you get a cool sketch card like this. I don't know how well you can see that. This is a drawing of Venom, which is obviously not one of these characters, one of the normal roster, but it's original art, and you're gonna get one of the new characters from this book drawn on that card, tucked neatly into this new pristine book, and then shipped out to you.
And something to keep in mind too that normally most of us charge around 20 for these commission cards, so you're really getting double if you get this free one. So
Yeah.
free sketches are always nice.
And to anybody that's interested in pre-order, not trying to overhype those cards, but next to Pokemon, I heard that those are the cards you want to get.
Very, very cool. Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
the kind of cards you get buried with.
Yeah. PSA will grade them.
Hell yeah. My middle name is Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want to Yu-Gi-Oh! I want you to go to the pre-launch page.
Yeah, you go get those cards.
There you go.
So why X-Men? What drew all you guys to this? Why I know first time Sewer Boys was the TMNT. How did it come up to X-Men? Why was this something that everybody decided on? Or was it like Erwin said, we're doing X-Men, and everyone's like, okay.
Well, X-Men was at the top of the list the first time. So it was one of our big choices was kind of like deciding between a few books, and one of them was giant sized. And so this time we kind of thought, well, we might as well go with something like this. It's got a lot of characters. All of us kind of love this stuff. I think most of us grew up reading it. I'm super passionate about it. I love to hate on the X-Men. So I'm excited to, really kind of push that if I could. But, really, there's a lot of characters. It's a great iconic story, and it's kind of ripe for retelling. So we all kind of realize that it's a great opportunity to kind of push what we wanted to do. I think a lot of us had a lot of fun redesigning the characters. So that was one of those elements is like there's so many X-Men that, you know, it's kind of like you can do whatever you want with this.
A lot of us had or a few of us had a lot of fun just putting whoever we wanted in the book. There's a few people who just made up somebody new and just who like maybe not obviously pulled characters from other properties and just threw it in there. Some really fun stuff in there.
And to be honest, who's gonna know? So many characters. Like, who's really gonna know? Who's gonna nitpick this?
Well, and it's great to see how people change the story to kind of like fit in the characters they want, but still kind of keep that narrative element going. I mean, that was one of the things that we said, you can do whatever you want. You can interpret it however you want. Just try to kind of keep that narrative theme going. So it's really interesting to see how some people really push that with other X-Men, other characters. There's a couple people here that might have maybe one person in particular who really pushed it with some great characters. So it's interesting to see that spin, and it kind of gives everybody a chance to kind of really reinterpret those pages.
Speaking of those pages, should we start scrolling through that?
Yeah. So we got June right here. This is June's page.
Yeah, this is June's page. I forgot what page number it is, but he is.
Nobody cares about the page number.
Yeah, he's one of the first pages to be shot. Oh, you know what? I think this is 4 and 5.
You got to buy the book to find out which page it is.
Oh,
There you go.
very good. Very
That's
good.
all that's all consumers on Kickstarter care about. They're just like, yeah, the art is cool, but what page is this, bro?
We got that. Move on to June's other page.
That's sick.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Very
very
good.
good. Very good splash page. Splash panel on the bottom. Another iconic scene. Let's move on to the other co-founder, Roshi, bringing in a pinup.
It's an interesting choice to have the mouse cursor right on her face, but I like it. It's cool.
Oh, is that what is happening?
That are
What is that?
Oh, is that
Oh,
our
what are you looking
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a real classy piece.
And we're professional.
The following pages are by the coolest bear that I know, Mayan Gill. Mayan, do you want to
Yeah,
comment?
talk about your art.
Oh, well, I do appreciate the introduction. I'm glad. Well, first off, I should say I was glad I was able to join. I was unfortunately not able to take part in Sewer Boys 1, so one of the newer artists to be able to join into this epic book that's coming out. For this one, I definitely went more like a manga anime artist, so influenced everything. Plus, I heard they were like, do color, and I was like, no, I want to be different. So changed it up a little bit.
Any,
Gotta save money.
anything in particular with this page did you want to bring up?
No, I mean it was really fun because kind of like what you guys said, it was interpreting the books and just kind of seeing how everyone kind of changed it. So that was really fun. As someone who is like I read manga all the time and switched over to comic books, it was actually really fun doing the research as far as like, okay, now that I'm doing Colossus or Cyclops or Storm, kind of like what iteration I want to do them from. So that was actually like one of the cool parts. You guys had mentioned like, oh, you have all these characters to choose from. It's like not even you can even go one step further than that because like the Firestorm guy, I think that's his version from one of the card games that came out on like mobile. Um, Storm is like some other version of Storm where she's like all god form. So it was nice kind of like being able to mix and match different eras of different X-Men all together into one panel or like one storyline.
Nice. Yeah, I was unfamiliar with the oh man, the fire guy's name, but that face armor, that mask was
Sunfire.
Sunfire, thank you, is really cool. Little a bit of trivia here for anybody that doesn't know. Philip McVan is like a walking, talking encyclopedia of X-Men lore. You can ask him anything about X-Men history, and he's gonna know it. He's gonna
I'm gonna
know
get
the answer.
I'm gonna get everything wrong that anybody asks tonight.
Let's move on to the next one. Here we go. And Neil's Rogue pinup. Start us off.
Tubular.
Any words?
Yeah. I wish I would have drawn the hair better.
Oh, I like
But
it.
yeah, I was just like, yo, what do I draw a rogue, you know? Yeah, I mean, she's green and yellow and brown.
Those are the colors.
Definitely Rogue.
I'd also like to comment that Neil's the fastest gun in the West.
Oh yeah.
Every project he just crushes it. He gives us all a lot of anxiety with how quickly he gets his work done.
He's kind of real fast, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also inspiring, gets us all pumped. So
Yeah, dude.
So he was
Appreciate
the
it.
first one that had his pages in.
Yeah. Neil.
I think it got announced and we watched him putting these pages.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Like you're serious. We're doing this.
Yeah, I pummeled it. There's like a sick like scene with like Colossus like flexing junk right there with some like
Let me see that.
wub lines. And there's like Cyber like taunting Wolverine. I just wanted to make it like really bright. And one of the things about comics is like you can't do the RGB, so it was way brighter before. But I actually don't mind it being a little bit more dull. But yeah, like that is just a straight crib from the comic where Colossus punches through the wall right there. I just cribbed it because I didn't want to redraw it. There's some Wolverine buns right there. Well, actually, triple bun. That's a 6-piece combo right there of X-Man butts. I tried to use I tried to use a lot of like line kind of background. I hate drawing backgrounds, so I just wanted to use like a lot of strange like color gradients to make the backgrounds kind of interesting.
Kind of a killer crop of Storm right there.
Yeah.
In that corner panel.
Mhm.
And this other panel right here is a crib as well of the stuff coming out of the mountain. I just cribbed that straight up. Oh yeah, this is the last page right here, dude. This is the
Oh,
my
do we
best
want to
work
show
so
this?
far right here. Yeah, dude.
that's the big finish.
This is inspired by that one Joe Jusko. Is it Joe Jusko, the
Yeah, I
bishop?
think so.
The one of
With the
him
bu-
holding the big ass gun.
Yeah, with the buns, dude.
Yeah.
Buns and guns, dude.
Yeah, dude. Buns out, guns out, dude.
You want
This should be the cover right here.
if you want to sell a mutant book, this is what you need.
Yeah, dude. Travel through time with them buns.
This also reminds me of that cover of Wolverine from the Grant Morrison run where he's like he's in those like really super tight jeans and he's got a cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
Sylvester, yeah.
Yeah.
Do that, right? Yeah. It's tight.
It's
I like
good
it.
stuff.
Oh. Turtles back in time, man.
Yeah, we can. This is that's a fun painting that very quickly I realized that I was working on it backwards because I just wasn't thinking ahead, and I did the shading first, and I was like, oh, that was a mistake, and then just took a long time, but it came out halfway decent. But yeah,
Right.
we got 4 turtles, 4 mutants, all duking it out, and one of them is just getting skewered by an optic blast and a lightning bolt.
Damn.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah, interestingly, on the last one, I went almost completely traditional paints. Like there's like 5-10% of Photoshop in that red piece, and this one is like 90% Photoshop. Not sure. I think like I spent so much time on this spread that when I finally got to that other page, I was just tired of looking at the screen and I started painting. But yeah, these are the X-Men jumping out of their plane, getting into the mission on the island. And this is a fun page like you would see in Wizard magazine if there was an article, like an interview between two of the creators who are on this call and asking them about making like the concept work to make the movie that was based on this comic that doesn't exist. The movie doesn't exist, but like so this fictional movie, this is a how'd you make that movie article where it's an interview with Philip McVan and Erwin Papa, and I didn't talk to either of them about this either, and I just took my liberty.
So there's a lot of diabetes content in it.
No, there's not. It's
No,
absolutely not.
one of the things we really like about Nathaniel's work, though, is that he pushes not just the idea of like what is in the page, but what can be a page. And he
Yeah.
did that with Sewer Boys, and he did that with this. He's done it with Mass Cybernetics. So we really kind of, I look forward to seeing what his spin is and how he's going to kind of reinterpret what a page can be.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant, dude.
That is really fun.
Thanks.
That's cool.
Thanks.
I've never seen this.
Well,
Yeah.
some of those editorials are fun. When you actually, there's some key issues that a lot of people actually hunt for, whether they're like a second or third print, especially like back in the day. Like I think the Raphael second print was when Kevin Eastman announced that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was getting a TV show. So like people like that second print because that was the first announcement of the TV show coming to the Fox network.
That's
Oh,
sick.
cool.
So and that's stuff like that is kind of cool when you think. So what you're doing there is kind of classic. It's a throwback. So really enjoy it
Nice.
kind of stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. So it's a fun little read. And then this is just like kind of a again kind of concept arty looking almost like if this were like key art in a movie kind of except there's like more inks for my taste. But like it came out again halfway decent. This is just like what a scene, what a shot in a movie would look like from far away, like a wide shot of a couple of the mutants fighting this island that has come to life.
This is one of my favorite ones, Nathaniel.
You know, fastball special, dude.
And it seems so quiet too. It's like it's happening far away.
Yeah.
Like Scott.
So you can't even hear it. You can just see it. You just can't hear what's happening.
Yeah. I bet there's very few pieces that are pulled that far back.
Mhm.
Honestly. That's a nice choice.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just like one of those times where it felt appropriate to show scale. Like this is anytime you're fighting a giant monster like that can be really inconsistent on the page. And like I was like, okay, but how big really is this creature? Like in my head, it's not really it doesn't make sense for like Krakoa to have eyes because the Krakoa is an island and doesn't need that. He can feel them walking wherever they are, and it makes more sense to me for this island monster to just like become tendrils and just start reaching out these weird earthy tentacle things, and then it's all like asymmetric. But yeah, so I wanted to see like how big this part of the island that the X-Men were fighting at this point.
Hell yeah. Ooh, nice.
And this is a piece I'm titling ostensibly "Don't Trust Billionaires."
What
Who's
are you
the
gonna do with
billionaire
trillionaires?
Wolverine?
Oh,
Say what? I
Who's
missed
the
it.
billionaire Wolverine?
Oh no, this is put your own there. It's not. It's more that part of it is
Kevin
open
Feige. That's
more
Kevin Feige.
open to interpretation. Taylor Swift. Who
Feige,
said that?
huh? That's Kevin Feige right there.
Yeah, you forgot his hat, dude.
Ah man, next time. Sewer Boys 3. Sewer Boys 3.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
All right, so this is one of my pages. Anytime we do a project, my goal is to have as little text as possible and to try my best to make anything a splash page. So this was a very, very dense page, and I pretty much took out, I'd say, 95% of the text and focused on the message of what's going on. So the pages I got are kind of a lot of exposition, obviously, like I just said, but my goal is to kind of just get to the heart of it and make it fun, make it light, make it kind of feel, if you can feel the melodrama that like all X-Men comics are at their core. So yeah, this is I love drawing water as well. I don't, but that's what I did. So yeah,
What's
just
the
distilling it down.
You said you want to take any opportunity to make a splash page. What's one of your favorite splash pages in comic books? Like
Hmm.
what's one that you recall like, oh damn, this is dope. This stuck out to me.
You know, at X-Men issue 1, like it's a cover, but it's like a splash cover.
Yeah.
It's like the triptych. And yeah, I referenced it in Sewer Boys 1. And yeah, that's probably my number one. Although I mean I know it's a cover, so it's kind of cheating, but I'll stick with it. It's another page. Obviously I was trying to get at the heart of like what do people love about the X-Men? What's like, get it to its essence. What do you love? And I just kept coming back that everybody loves the X-Babies. Everybody. They're probably everyone's favorite X-Men characters. Like whenever you think who's your favorite, it's like Wolverine, maybe, but like what about like baby Wolverine,
Watch that cartoon so much growing
Yeah.
up.
So I thought it would be a great send-off for the book if the last page is featuring some of the best X-Men characters, your favorites, my favorites, the X-Babies. So going with that classic 80s team, and I think everyone's gonna love it.
If you zoom in really close, you can see the cover of the book.
Oh yeah.
That's your tease.
It's also referencing the page itself
Yeah,
in the top corner.
yeah, that's just like the page right before this, right?
Yeah. And
Nice.
the current page as well.
Nice.
And also what Irwin said, there is a small little graphic of the as to yet be released cover image.
Can we release that now, or is that
Depends when we're posting this, right?
Yeah, it depends when we're posting it.
probably just do it?
I'm gonna assume it based on the fact that we've moved on. The answer's no.
Oh, we did. We showed it right there. See?
Yeah, it's right there. Zoom in.
There it is. Enhance.
You got Brunson's
Yeah.
section right here.
Yeah, for me, it was kind of the same, like what Philip said. This is a pretty dense page. So I was like, you know what? Let me just make it about what the page is about, is that Wolverine is leaving the Canadian government and going with Professor X. So let me just get straight to it and have fun with it, and draw Wolverine as best I can. I put him in the X-Men Evolution cartoon, cartoon I grew up with. So
What was the reference for the bottom right? The all red with the silhouettes.
Is that Django?
Is that Jenga?
nah.
Oh.
I can see it though. I can see it though.
That does read like that.
It was. It was. That's what he's gonna say now.
He's gonna go back and add an X.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing with this. So this page was the original page, is the introduction of Storm. And Banshee. So at the top I replaced Banshee with Blade. Professor X is meeting them in the nightclub, and it's like, the blood rave or whatever. It's like vampires and stuff. And then I replaced Storm with Bishop, and like it's like Bishop coming back through time to kill Professor X or whatever. So just having fun, changing stuff up, throwing in what I want.
Have Blade and Bishop ever met in the comics?
Not that I'm aware of.
Philip,
It's got to happen now.
right?
It might. I
Yeah,
think it might
Yeah.
happen.
we gotta get this in the right hands.
This is
Yeah.
what's
I think it's already in someone's
Key issue.
hands.
It happened in the,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I was
first,
gonna say we gotta
It's
Yeah.
already in someone's hands. Don't do that.
Yeah. But this is also a great example of like what we're talking about, of really kind of like changing things around. So Brunson really kept the core elements. Like they're even sitting down at a public event, but it's
Yeah.
clearly not the right one. And so this is a great example. Whenever you stack the pages, you get to see like they reference each other, and you're able to still be like, oh, I know exactly what that's from. And so that's kind of one of the nice things is that we people who are going wild, there are also some people who are a little more traditional, and that kind of helps balance it out too. So it's a
Yeah,
great example of pushing the page though.
yeah. This page, yeah. Yeah. So this is the Colossus page where he saves Ilyana. Obviously, I switched him out with the Dark Knight Returns Batman. I'm never drawing that Batmobile again ever in my life. That was a pain in the ass. Yeah,
It
never
looks
again.
good, man. I think you should try it one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out great.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Do it.
That's
Yeah,
your trading. That's your trading card.
Oh yeah,
You love it.
Every commission request from now on. Hey, draw me that Batmobile.
man.
This is all vehicles. Give me the Millennium Falcon, please.
There you go.
Can't do it.
Give me your interpretation of the Death Star. That's dope.
Also with the middle section, the middle three panels, it's the original part is when Colossus uses his mutant power to get his metal skin. So the middle panel is like this explosion that the mutant power is happening. So like I was very curious to see what Brunson was gonna do, and I like the inclusion of bats.
Yeah,
And the
thanks.
switch to masked, I think
Yeah,
is
that's
Yeah.
perfect.
The costume is there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this page, yeah, this is the fun one.
Read.
That's dope.
This one's good.
Yeah, switched out. Yeah, the originals when Cyclops comes in and explains like the entire situation with the original team and what's going on, and yeah, swapped them out with Judge Dredd. And I kind of had, I was gonna do everybody in the scene, but since Firestar was the one that was kind of like, you know, overly angry at Xavier, I was like, you know what, let me just single him out and have like Judge Dredd kind of confront him, specifically. Um, and I really wanted to draw Judge Dredd, so this is my chance to do it.
Also a great sub for Cyclops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some of Brunson's pinups
Then up.
too. Yeah.
yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's magic.
Magic.
Yeah, that's one I did a while ago. I think both of those I did during
Oh yeah.
the SketchUp stream, live auction. I think maybe it was just the magic. I'm not sure.
One of my
Here we go.
pages.
Irwin Paper.
Erwin Papa's pages. It's introduction of Thunderbird, but I changed it to T-Hawk from Street Fighter. In the original page, Thunderbird takes down a bison, so I had this one take down M Bison. And it goes boom on the bottom. He went boom. Gotta get big dooms, 5 dooms.
What is
So
the-
wait, also I want to say great reference for the Russian leaving with the bald man
Oh yeah.
in the panel before, in lieu of Colossus and Professor X.
Dang, you know what we should I should have paired it up to the original. Well, probably not. Also not do that.
Can we print the original? That just so they know. Like,
Wish we could. This one, page 14, it's the famous staircase scene where Colossus, Thunderbird, and Storm get their new costumes while everybody else is grouped up. They're in the back. And then I also referenced the cover where you have the other villains on top versus the heroes. This one I just wanted it to be either the counterpart of the character or their rival in here. The one that's most removed is Warpath, the brother of Thunderbird. And then I also snuck in a little rhino as reference to our first Kickstarter. It's a
Where is
little
it?
rhino.
Oh,
Oh,
at Juggy's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's. Oh, and then also Warpath is also the Ingress Warrior.
Oh yeah.
oh.
It's
And
canon now.
then,
He's a Marvel character.
this is page 25, the famous crab fight scene with Banshee and Wolverine. I asked one of our members, Quartacular, who is in Scotland for
Ireland.
in Ireland. I always say the wrong thing. He's in Ireland to get some language slang and make it authentic. So I put that there. Made an open panel, kind of. I made the silhouette on the first panel of Wolverine and Banshee lead into the background of the second panel, and then the Banshee's legs are the panel break for on the bottom.
What's the slang?
Um, Banshee says, "Go on, lads, time for a scrap." And then at the bottom, Banshee says, "Good crack, eh, bub?" And then Wolverine says, "Mad crack, chara."
Very good.
Sweet.
I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then we got Sunfire and Nightcrawler, the scene where they're taking down those birds. I was listening to a Simon Bisley interview where he was explaining that every time he had characters shoot another person, that person would just inexplicably have their eyes pop out of their head. So I did the same thing with the birds here. Their eyes would always pop out of their head. And then the bottom panel is Cyclops second guessing his thoughts on bringing the new members. And then this is the Krakoa scene where Krakoa shows up, is all fully formed into a mutant, but then I substituted for these two kaiju, and then our heroes are substituted by the uh, characters, environmentally themed characters, since Hydra is all pollution. And then there's the magic pinup. And then these pages are page one, so you can see the remix aspect of the book. This one's by Ben Seto, very classic rendition of the X-Men and that cover with the page break tear. Bill McAvoy's version. This originally was a pinup, but it was so close to a page one that we decided to keep it in the page one section. Bill McAvoy is open to commissions. Oh, he didn't put it in here. Oh yeah, he did.
It's there.
I see it. He hit it. He hit it this time. And then Nathaniel's, we've seen this before, but I also want to include it here for context. This is his page one submission.
Yeah, and they did like because Sewer Boys 1 was focused on the Sewer Boys, the turtles, it made sense for that to happen at the beginning of the book in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good reference. Brett Wolf, Altitron. He decided to turn the mutants into Transformers. I don't know what the alt modes are, but I was speaking with Philip, and we like to think that Colossus alt mode is that tractor that he takes down. That'd be sweet. This is Mike Haw of Heel Turn, published by Last Bastion Studios. Did a badass version of the X-Men.
Love that.
Yeah, so good. And then to round out the page one section, we have Christopher Flork and his version of the X-Men. Very good.
Great examples of like kind of what we're trying to go for with this remix is, whether you want to kind of keep it light and you want it to be kind of a classic look, fun and bright, perfect. If you want it to be more like this, where it's a little bit more tense, a little bit darker, definitely like a retake, a re-envisioning of those X-Men, like that's great too. And I think there's a lot of great examples of everything in between. So really, we are excited about the amount of artists and the amount of variation that you're going to find in this book. So it really is genuinely, I think a lot of other projects, group projects like this tend to focus on, keeping it as close to the original as possible. But we're really, encourage other artists to push it as far as they feel comfortable doing it and really kind of just go wild. And so the nice part is that people take it at whatever level they want to do, and then we get a nice kind of variation between, kind of really wild stuff and then more traditional stuff, and just it kind of meets in the middle.
Here's a sticker that Bob designed. That's gonna go with every physical order. Bringing over that sewer cap design from the first one and modifying it with the 2 and the X in the back.
So make sure you sign up and support the Kickstarter today to get that sticker.
Yup. The bookmark featuring the corner box that Philip drew and designed, and then the other side of the bookmark is the title logo by Bob Chrissy.
So make sure you support that Kickstarter
Yeah.
today to get these bookmarks.
And you can put those two together and kind of get an idea of what part of the cover might look like. But
Oh,
not the whole
yes.
thing.
Very good.
Can we show the cover?
Maybe after. And then another add-on item is the
The
11
cover?
by 12 and a half screen print by Kimo Batista. Very nice. There's also he included a close-up so you could see. I still don't know how he's printing this.
On a printer?
No, he's screen printing these all. These
Yeah,
are all by
yeah.
hand.
Oh,
These
word.
are insane. Yeah, though
And-
these are like high quality screen prints. Very nice stuff. Yeah.
So he's printing by hand
Yes, absolutely.
on a printer.
I mean, on a screen
Oh.
printer. He is the printer.
Ah, he became the
Ah,
Yes.
real meta. I love it.
So make sure you support the Kickstarter today to get those
Yeah.
screen prints.
Limited edition.
And just a quick question, nobody in particular, anybody can answer. Just I'm curious, what does the cover look like?
Oh, I can tell you, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You're gonna
love the
you're
cover.
gonna know who the artist is. You're gonna love who the artist is. It's gonna be fun and exciting. It's a completely new take on the cover. I don't think you've seen a cover like this for a book like this before. And we're super grateful and excited that this artist was able to participate and really kind of just knock it out of the park. It's absolutely fantastic. I can tell you, you're gonna love it.
It's Leonardo da Vinci. That's who the cover artist is.
So make sure you back that Kickstarter.
Even if-
Yes.
get that
Super
brand
Boys
new.
too.
Well, make sure
On
you go day one.
Kickstarter.com.
Make sure you go day one because that's when we reveal the cover. So if you go on launch day, you're gonna get to see what that cover is, and you're gonna be blown away.
You're gonna say, "Oh my God,
It was worth it. That's what you're
Oh.
all gonna say. It was worth it.
That's when you see the cover." Oh, here's
Yeah, dude.
the trading card add-ons that you can get to these examples by Bob Courtesy.
7-layer player, Bob Kurthy.
There he is.
What do you think Havoc's saying right now?
Why did you use the naughty word?
Oh,
He's asking about being demonetized.
He's saying "boom," or what was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said big doom.
But one
he's like, I stole your brooch.
but if you are excited about these, one of these will be one of the trading cards that goes in the early bird special. So if you want to get your hands on possibly one of these because they are fantastic, that's your best chance to get one because it will be random and it will be fantastic. All of them will be, but if you like these ones in particular,
Yep, that's all I have. That's your preview. That's the Comic Cave exclusive preview. I don't think anyone's seen these pages yet outside of the group.
We
It's so special.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so that we can feel even more special. We're not going to publish this interview at all.
What? Oh, shit.
Yeah, put it on the shelf for a rainy day, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
You guys are Batgirl.
June 6th.
That's great.
Goes
We can claim this as a tax write-off. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. We'll give you guys our tax
Yeah.
code. Right?
But again, this is just like a small sample of the work. We have like over 50 artists. There's so many people that are participating. There's people doing pinups, there's people doing story pages, there's people doing a little bit of everything. And it really is fantastic to see how many people have kind of like latched onto this. We have people, obviously, like I'm not in California. Brunson's not in California. Neil's not in California.
Yes,
So
I
there's
am.
people. Oh, yeah, he is today. Special, sorry. But
Touch the bridge.
there's people all over the country that are participating, and we also have people internationally that are participating. There's people. We have a person from Australia, a person from Ireland, a person from Croatia, a person from the
Oh,
Canary Islands. So it's pretty fantastic. This kind of wide cut of artists. So definitely, there's gonna be a lot of great stuff, a lot of great work at all levels, and it's a pretty fantastic book. And it's pretty exciting that so many artists could get together and kind of be unified in this idea. And it's definitely going to make it for a fun book that everybody should buy day one.
Yeah,
What would
Dave.
be your message to up and coming artists?
Join our Discord and participate in the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't did we talk about what Ink and Drink is and what the group does? I'm just gonna say it. So every week, and like we all know on this call, just because we're either a part of it or some of us are a part of it, most of us on this call. But every week we meet up online on the Ink and Drink Discord, and we all get together and draw together on the same digital board on magma.com, and we talk and just chat and just talk shop and write each other and give each other a hard time and just have a good time making art together. And this has been going on for a number of years, and over time it just became it was bound to happen where a couple of people had said like, hey, let's make a book together. And Ink and Drink as a group, that contingent of artists has published at this point three different projects: Mass
Yeah,
Cybernetics, Sewer
this
Boys
is
one. This is
Project
number
4.
four. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we've like had other projects that we've worked on, but like this is going to be the fourth one that we believe will see the light of day, that will be published. And there's a lot of stuff that is either on the back burner or like we're like halfway through on that like we still want to happen in some shape or form. But this is the next one. The earlier you support it on Kickstarter, the better. The earlier you support it, that tells the website, that tells the algorithm like, oh, people want this. Let me share it to more other shoppers on the website, so more eyeballs will get on it. It'll have a better chance of seeing the light of day, getting printed. So the earlier you support, the more cool stuff you get, the more original art you get, the better chances you have of actually getting all that and seeing the book in the real world.
And the Discord is open to everybody. For this project, previous projects, we do an open call. Anybody can sign up, anybody can join. We take artists from all levels. If you want to participate, you don't have to draw on Wednesday nights. You can just hop in the chat and talk. We also meet most Fridays, but we're really open. You don't even have to get on the call. We have a pretty vibrant Discord, so there's a lot of channels to view, a lot of different content. We try to kind of cover everything for everyone. So, there's comics, there's books, there's movies, there's toys, there's music, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. And we encourage people to join. And, if you want to participate, we have more projects coming, and they're a lot of fun. It's a great way to kind of get to know people. And we're all swapping art, we're all swapping stories and tips and tricks. And it's kind of a great community where we can all be as active as we want to be and participate as much as we want to. But like we said, this project stemmed from a bunch of us getting together and wanting to kind of make something that encompassed some of the weird ideas that we're always talking about on these Wednesday nights. And so we're in our fourth project, and join, have fun, support the Kickstarter so we can keep doing these projects. They're a labor of love, and we all are happy to participate and excited to kind of um, push these ideas and get new ideas. We're open, we take projects. Anybody who has an idea, it's kind of a round table, so everybody kind of can present an idea, and hopefully we can get to all of them. But everyone's
Yeah,
welcome.
and half the time, like there's a number of people who just end up working on stuff like 2 or 3 people at a time. This is 60 plus people, but there's absolutely like a handful of pairs and trios of people of creators that are making their own things on the side. Like Phil said, like all skill levels are welcome. And if you feel like you can't draw, Ray has been really generous, and he said that anybody can just go to his house and he will sit down with you for 3 hours at a time and just show you how to draw, just like starting with a pencil, and then he'll show you how to paint. It's just really generous of him.
Yeah, 100%.
And Brunson's he's a young up and coming comic artist. He's making a big splash. Got Ghostman coming, Bone Grinder, all kinds
Yep.
of Pickle
Oh, yeah, let's do
PI,
plugs.
Pickle
Yeah.
PI. So he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, have these books been
Indeed.
on Comic Cave yet?
No, I don't think we've shown. Maybe we've shown Ghost Man. I think we've shown Ghost Man.
Man. Yeah.
But I definitely, when Pickle PI and the rest come, we're definitely showing it off.
Cool.
Absolutely. We're picking them all up. And what's even better, we can pick them up at our local comic shop. Tell your
Yeah.
local comic shop you want that shit.
Yeah, it's in volume 2's on pre-order right now, isn't it?
Not yet, but Bone Grinder is. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
And then-
Ghostman 2 is on the way. It's on the way.
We were at the Permanent Damage, and Lion Comics was there, and they had the book
No, okay, cool.
for
Yeah.
sale. Like, sweet.
And also we have retailer incentives for Sewer Boys too. So if you want your shop to carry it, tell them to hop on the Kickstarter.
Shotgun Blast. Favorite X-Men.
Long shot.
Mm,
Wrong.
No. That's the only right answer. How dare you?
I thought it was Gambit.
Long shot number 1, Gambit's number 2.
I'm gonna be basic and say Storm.
Storm.
I'll be basic part 2. I'll say Wolverine.
Wolverine.
When I catch these bub.
Damn. Mm,
Nightcrawler? Anybody? No?
Magneto.
nah.
Brunson's
He's
Professor
thinking.
X.
Nah.
Men. Yeah.
I guess Wolverine. Yeah.
Is Cable an X-Men?
Yeah, I think technically
Yeah.
it counts.
Okay.
Bryce, my
Cable.
favorite.
Oh, and no, I take it back. My favorite is Boom Boom. That's my favorite X-Men.
Oh, boom, boom.
There you go. Niels is Gambit.
No, dude. No.
Who's your
I
favorite?
don't know.
Channing Tatum Gambit.
Yeah, totally, dude. Magic Gambit. I don't know. I like Wolverine. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to be down for another short king. I would normally I'd say Wolverine too, if I had to choose. But like some of the villains are like way more interesting sometimes too. You know, like
Strife.
Mojo has always been weird and creepy and gross to me, but like that makes him interesting.
Sugar Man. It's crazy.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Give me a couple more arms. I need more arms.
He's like MODOK with
Four
4
arms.
arms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big. Can we start plugging stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it, dude.
Speaking of forearms, Neil, you want to talk about Scrotar?
Oh shit, Scrotar, my toy Scrotar has a Kickstarter going right now.
Fully funded in one day.
How
Yeah,
many days
funded
left?
one day. There's like 20, 21, 23-ish days left.
21.
They're soft vinyl, Sofubi material. They're all produced across town at my high Sofubi. I paint them all in house. So check out the Scrotar Kickstarter. He's got articulation, and yeah, he's got a bulbous head. So scrotate around your mouse to the World Wide Web and hit that Kickstarter up.
Is there another website where people could find your work, Neil?
Bombasticplastic.com. And you can hit me up on Instagram at Neil Neil underscore Ewing EWING on Instagram, and tell me you love me, and I'll tell you I love you.
Support that Kickstarter to get today and get that toy.
Yeah, dude, get this toy and put it in your girl's room on her pillow.
I was not sure which way that was gonna go.
The gift that
Yeah,
keeps
dude.
giving.
Yeah, dude. Hours of fun and warm feelings in your bones.
Mayan, you want to plug anything? Social
Nothing
accounts?
crazy to plug. I don't know how to follow
How
that
do
either.
we
But
Try
follow
to
you?
edit it so it sounds real good.
okay. No, I mean just give me a follow. Instagram Aztec AZ_TECH. Right now, like that's actually I will say that's one good thing about joining Ink and Drink, being around all these you kind of plug in the group like you guys were before. Being around all these artists is really motivating. So once I got more involved, I got a few projects in the back burner. But that's probably one thing I will say about joining something like this is that you get around creative minds and it just kind of makes you want to get more creative. And seeing how everyone's getting all meta and shit, I'm like, oh damn, I need to be like deep with my thinking now. No more action pictures.
Stay tuned for a new bear drawing from Mine Gill.
Yes. I heard the design on this one wasn't so great, so yes.
That's a great design.
Thank you.
He looks scholarly.
Like I would take life advice from that mouse.
Bear.
The bear.
Bear.
A bear.
Also.
Oh, it's an oso. Oh. I don't know if I trust that
Well,
bear.
let's hear from the Osoyo then.
Oh yeah. Really my only focus right now is this Sewer Boys 2 Kickstarter. I am also doing short format one-on-one 5-minute videos with a lot of the creators. So if you're curious to see those, you can go to my YouTube page or go follow me on Instagram or go to my website. You can find everything from there. It's idraw.square.site. iDraw is EYEDRAUGH.square.site.
Hell yeah.
Support the Kickstarter today.
Nathaniel, that website, can you also find copies of Dark Mouse?
You can absolutely also find copies of Dark Mouse. Yeah, I should the comics. I make a comic called Dark Mouse. It's been featured on Comic Cave before. Thank you guys for that. That's absolutely something that when that campaign was going on, I was like, this is a great video. And I sent that to a couple comic shops to say like, hey, you guys want this book on your shelf? Yeah, Dark Mouse is basically Sin City with mice. If you haven't read that yet, that's what that is. That's a shorthand version of that. And I've been self-publishing and making comics for the better part of 10 years, if not a little bit longer. You can find me at your local Southern California convention, and I just got an email today. It looks like I'm going to be at LA Comic-Con later this year.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, Nathaniel, are you doing a Whittier Comic Con? I'm gonna do that with Warwick and Eric Rivera.
Oh, you are great. Man, I want to do that one. I'm a strong maybe.
Okay.
I did the first one a couple years ago. I missed out last year, but I really want to try and get it this year.
Yeah, okay. We had to talk afterwards. You gotta let me know how that show was.
Will do.
And
We got
Brunson.
Brunson.
Yeah. So let's see. Arthur Brunson on everything, all social media, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, X, whatever. Issue 1 of Ghostman is out now. Issue 2 is on the way very soon. Biomechanical Protector, Bone Grinder is on pre-order right now on preview, so check that out. Let your local comic shop know that you want it. And yeah, I think that's it for me.
Can we get
Let your local
Yeah.
comic shop know you want his books.
Yeah, please.
Can you also get those comics on Cosmic Alliance website?
The first Ghostman, yeah.
And what about your signed Bone Grinder?
Oh yeah, I do have signed copies of Bone Grinder right now, so you can reach out to me directly and get you a copy of that.
Could we get a copy of that?
Yeah, hit me up. Let me know.
Well, I want one. I'm like,
Okay, cool.
Does this count? Does this count as a formal request? I think he's making the formal request now.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Got it. Cool. Erwin, what do you
Yeah,
got going on down there?
currently working on Ingress Warrior Crooked Crucible issue 1, written by Wark Walker. That'll be the next project that I have lined up, and I have a bunch of other projects with Brunson here. You can follow me on Instagram, Erwin.Papa. That's ERWIN.PAPAPAPA. And I think that's it. And here's the cards. Here's my cards.
Make sure you follow Erwin's TikTok, and his dancing is really, really good.
Best in the West.
Top notch.
Just keep in mind, one of these cards could be in your early bird special, so make sure you order day one.
Oh, that's a Sentinel and Omega Red?
Yeah.
Did you already say that and I somehow missed it?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
They're
Okay.
both saying boom.
Oh, yeah, they say Doom. I say Doom. All right. Bye.
Was
Bye,
that is
everyone.
that is
Thank
that the
you.
sign off?
I just want to remind everybody, follow the Kickstarter, back us, support us. It's a labor of love. The whole book is just us trying to get something fun published that we enjoyed making. It's got a lot of fantastic art from a lot of different great creators. There's some wonderful add-ons. There's a great early bird special, and supporting this project means we get to do more of them. And we're always welcome to new artists joining and participating. And thank you for your time.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
the
all
best.
parody.
It's all a parody. This is the best art experiment that you're gonna read this year.
Well, that's what I love about it, though, is that you guys all have fun with it, and it's
Yeah.
not like it's not taking itself so serious. Like everyone's having a good time, and it's just fucking fun and comic
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Philip, did you plug your links, your website?
Oh, yeah, you could go to Philip McVan. It's spelled right here at the bottom of the screen, PHILIPMCVANN. At Instagram, or you can go to philmcvan.com. I'm open for commissions. Hit me up if you're interested. But really, I am promoting this Kickstarter. Go, sign up. Buy. Buy one for your friends, buy one for your mom, buy one for your dad, buy one for your cousins, brothers, sisters, and friends. It is the perfect gift for comic book lovers and people who say they like comic books. Even if they don't read them, they're going to love it. It's a
Yeah.
great coffee table book.
Buy it for your dog, buy it for your enemy.
Yeah, the most original art, bang for your buck that you can get. You're not going to see this anywhere else.
Yeah, dude. Better wear sandals because it'll blow your socks off, dude.
Zing!
You're going to wind up like this ET, upside down and nothing on.
Extraterrestrial dumper, dude.
Ray, I can't take it when you look at me like that.
My bad.
It's all that pumpkin spice coffee got you geeking, dude.
Use my eyebrows for extra grip.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's just trying to match that ET eye intensity, dude.
All right. Is that how we should sign off? Everybody just put your eyes real close.
Save Mars.
These are the guys you guys are supporting, so please support them.
Yeah. If there was ever a group of middle-aged randos online that are making cool books that you wanted to support today, then go to that Kickstarter, click on notify me on launch, support the book.
Yeah.
Sewer Boys with the Z.
With the Z.
Boys.
Boys. They're them boys.
All right, guys. Thank you so
Thank you
very
so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Can't wait for it.
Bye.
Thank you.